What is up, skate rats? So a couple of months ago, I had a conversation with two friends of mine, and each one had a different opinion, and in truth, I really don't care, but I'm curious your guys' opinion on the subject because it does involve today's video. So I recently learned how to do frontside hurricanes on ledges, and obviously I do them in kind of like a weird, goofy way, but I'm a weird, goofy guy. And the ways I've done them so far is half cab out, so it's like a full backside 360. I learned how to shove out, and I've learned how to swing them around to front tail. So the first friend of mine, Jacob, said that a hurricane can only be a hurricane if you bring it back out in the direction you started. So back 180ing in, and then front side 180ing out. So like a pretzel twist. And I get that, and that might be where the name originally came from and stuff like that. But to me, I think it's a really, really cool trick. But I also think what I'm doing is so much easier to call it a hurricane because otherwise I'd have to call it a backside 180 and to switch low C to frontside tail. And that title gets really freaking long, so I rather say hurricane to front tail. So the other friend was on the other side. He was like, okay, if you do it on a quarter pipe, I'd like to see you whip it out. But if you do it on a rail and drop it down to fakie, I think that's totally fine. In truth, I don't care. I'm having fun. But today we're going to be taking on, quote unquote, the real hurricane, where we actually are going to be backside 180ing in and then coming out fakie front side. So actually having the pretzel twist. And this is a hard trick. There's a reason that a lot of people do them. So I imagine it's going to give me a lot of difficulty, and hopefully we can at least get a clean one. I also don't know how fast I'm going to go because, you know what, let's just get into the battle. So I ended up having to really slow it down, which sucks because I really wanted at least a little bit faster of a rollaway. But the reason is, it is really, really easy to clip your board. Some of them I was able to kind of like get a good ghost pop out, and I probably could have wrangled them a little bit. But the easiest method I found to come out of it was get your truck to the last inch of the ledge. I mean, your truck is a millisecond from falling off, and that's when you spin out. So understanding where my truck was, since obviously when I look down, I can only see my deck. So having to wait until your tail has crossed so far that you're now at the very last inch was pretty difficult to do. And I'm sure with practice, I would be able to kind of just jump on and immediately know when I was at the end of the ledge. But in this case, it was a lot of guesswork. But we ended up doing it. We got away with it. Could have been faster, but there was no toes down, no major tic-tacs on like the good one I did. But I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Something I do want to mention is I'm not 100% sure how much in the next couple of weeks I'm going to be able to skate. From my shorts stuff, that's booked way out. Like I am solid for a long time, but my wife has a consult for surgery, and I'm going to have to take some time off of work for her to recover from like the main stitches. And then even after that, she has like another week that'll be recovery. So I'm going to be, really, really hands-on with my daughter, which I am already, but even more so. So I might have to skip a decent bit of skating sessions for a minimum of 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks. But once I kind of come back from that, I really hope the weather has now swayed in the other direction and I can get started on the street part. I would get started right now because we're getting like 40, 50 degree weather days, but I kind of want to focus on getting my wife okay first before I jump headfirst into beating the crap out of myself. But I hope you guys did enjoy this video, and as always, thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. Have a great day, guys, and keep pushing forward. And if you feel like it, why don't you go pick up a K-Wizard board?